Hey, what's up guys? It's Vatonage. Welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today I'm showcasing version 3 of Basic Machinery, and basically I added a bunch of new machines and stuff and some bug fixes. So I'm going to go over all of the new features in this video, and if you want to learn about the other features in this add-on, then watch the other two videos. But yeah, so here's all the new stuff in this add-on update. So there's a milk generator. This will produce milk as a liquid, and you can use it in a fluid pipe as long as it receives power. And then there's a monster masher. This will basically just kill everything near it when it receives power. There's a freezer. Now this is probably the most advanced machine in this update. It can do a lot of stuff. So it can turn oil into slime balls. It can turn water into ice, steam into snowballs, milk into sugar, and lava into obsidian. So this one has a lot of different uses, so hopefully this will be useful. And then these 4 machines over here use a new sort of power system. So this is a power upgrader, and basically when it receives 5 power, it will upgrade it into a new type of power, and these 3 machines will use this new type of power. So this is an advanced battery. You use this to store the new type of power. And then there's a heavy press. This will turn, this requires the new type of power to turn on, and it will convert coal into emeralds and emeralds into diamonds. And finally there's the nether quantum miner. This will basically mine a bunch of nether ores, and it makes it really easy to get ancient debris, and it also uses the advanced power. So I'm gonna showcase some of this stuff. So let's start with the milk generator. Let me go into creative really quick. So with this you'll need a fluid pipe and a power cable, and I'm gonna just grab a battery and some solar panels. So basically you can just put a bunch of solar panels down or whatever power source you're using, and then you can hook it all up to this milk generator, and the power will go into here, and whenever it receives power it will produce 1 milk, and you can use a fluid tank if you want to store the milk. So you just do this, there's a fluid cable right there, and the milk goes in, and then you can put the milk into the top of the fluid thing right there, and then as you can see, it's inside of here. And if you want, you can use a bucket to grab the milk out, and you can use it to make like cake or whatever. And then the other use for milk is the freezer. So I'm going to show you how to use this. I'm only going to show you how to use the milk because I already have it all set up right here. But as I said at the start of the video, there's a lot of different uses for the freezer, and they all work the exact same. So let me get a conveyor. So as you can see, there's some sugar being generated because each time milk goes into here, it turns into sugar. And if you want, you can pick it up with like a hopper. And yeah, there you go. Now you have a way to generate sugar, snowballs, ice, obsidian, and 1 more. I said it earlier in the video, but I forgot. Yeah, slime balls, I think. But yeah, so now we have that. So now I'll show you how to use the monster masher. So basically this will just murder everything around it. And I was originally going to have it kill stuff in front of it, but I was too lazy to actually code that. So the direction it's facing doesn't actually matter. It just kills everything near it. So if I get some chickens, then each time power goes into this, then it'll just kill everything in a 4-block radius. And it doesn't instantly kill them, it does 5 attack damage. So if I get some zombies, then it should take a while for them to die. And it's like a 4-block radius, so you can use this for like mob farms and stuff, but it only activates whenever it receives power. So if you want, you could make a really strong power source, and you could have stuff get killed really fast. But yeah, it works pretty well, and it also hurts the player, so if I go into survival, then I'll get hurt along with all these zombies trying to attack me. Yeah, but here, let me set it to peaceful, and let me heal really quick. Yeah, so as you can see, it does 2.5 hearts every time it receives power. So it's pretty good for just killing stuff. If you want, you can like try to use it to kill the wither or something. That might be fun. And then next is the new power source. So this is actually really fun to mess around with, and I think it looks really cool. So let me just set up a little thing right here. So you can set it up however you want, but I think this is a pretty effective way. So you can hook up a power source from each of the sides except from the top, and you export the new power from the top of the machine, and then you can hook up a battery just like that, and the battery works just like the normal one. And as you can see, whenever it receives power, it goes, it like adds a new thing to the it makes it more yellow, and once it's all filled up, it will turn into a new power source, and you just use normal cables just like normal. And as you can see, this one's like orange, so it turns the yellow power into orange power. And you can use this new power source for these two machines, and you can see at the top they have like this orange outline. That means that this machine requires the upgraded power. So first, I'll show you how to use the quantum miner, because it's pretty straightforward. It just, whenever it receives that power, it will generate some nether ores. And if you try to use like normal power, like the solar panel right here, it won't do anything. It'll just stay there. So yeah, you have to use the new power for this. And that's just a way to balance it, because this generates a decent amount of ancient debris, and it also generates like nether quartz and soul sand and stuff, so it's pretty good. And the final machine, the heavy press, this thing, is actually really complicated, so I'm going to make like a really cool machine really quick to just show you how to automate it. So I'm going to need a fluid separator, oil rig. Yeah, let's just start with this. So we're going to use this oil rig to produce oil, and then we're going to use the oil in a fluid separator to turn it into hydrogen and carbon. And then we're going to use some gas cables just like this, and hook them up over here, and use 2 gas chambers like this. And this also needs to be powered, so we can put like 2 solar panels to power that. And now we're going to need a gas condenser. So this thing will turn carbon gas into coal. So once this gets powered, as you can see, the carbon gas goes into one of them and the hydrogen gas goes into one of them. And once it receives one gas, it will automatically sort it. So if I try and put in a different type of gas into this one, even if it's empty, it won't work. So it'll only accept carbon gas now. And that's perfect because it won't accidentally start collecting the hydrogen. And if you use the carbon gas inside of this machine, the gas condenser, it turns right into coal. So you can use this conveyor to go over here, and now we're going to have to power the heavy press. So to do that, we're going to get some hydrogen generators, and that's where the hydrogen over here is going to come in. So we're going to use a gas cable, and we're going to extend it a little bit. So it's going to take a lot of power to use this machine, because I wanted to make it really hard to do because it's generating diamonds. So this is how I would set it up. I would just use 8 hydrogen generators. You could use less if you want, but that's just how I'm going to do it. And then take all the power out. And you're going to need 2 heavy presses, or you could use the same one, but I prefer using 2. And you just set it up like this, and then you get some more conveyors and put it like that. And and we also need a power upgrader. We can just put it like that, and we connect it. Actually, I'm going to export the power from a different side, because it's going to get really really complicated if I do it from the top. So let's just do it right here, and then put the power upgrader a little bit away so it doesn't take it from the hydrogen generators. And now we can put the power straight into here, just like this. And we can also use a battery on both of these to store power. And as you can see, we got our first diamond, and everything's all set up now. So we can use a hopper to pick stuff up. And just to make it go a little bit faster, I'm going to make one more hydrogen generator right here. And this hydrogen generator will power the oil rig so that we get even more oil. And yeah, that's basically the whole machine, and this will generate diamonds using this new system. And it's pretty slow. It's already generated like 3 though, so it's pretty nice. And if you want, you could use a different method to generate it. There's a lot of different ways you could make the coal. Like if you want, you could just go in the nether and use a gas absorber or something. And there's a lot of different ways that you could use to generate the hydrogen or to generate the power. But hydrogen generators are just the best generators in the game so far, so I decided to use those. And obviously, you're going to need a lot of resources to make all of this. You'll need a lot of plastic, especially for like the hydrogen generators. And this press takes plastic and like an anvil and diamonds. So all of this is like super end game. This is probably the most difficult machine you can make. But as you can see, it's literally creating diamonds out of nothing. So, and yeah, now I'm going to go over and explain some small changes that I added. So first, I added a new thing to the gas condenser. So if you put oxygen inside of the gas condenser, it just turns it into bone meal. So now there's finally a use for oxygen, I guess. And one more thing, I made it so the quantum miner, this thing, I added some new things to the loot table, like some cobblestone and stuff. And I also made it so if you use the powered smelter, the powered furnace, that it won't have the same loot table as the one from advanced machinery. So this one will still only generate, it won't double your ores, it'll only give you 1 each time it smelts. But the one from advanced machinery should double your ores again. So yeah, you can use the one from advanced machinery if you want your ores to be doubled. This one will just smelt them. And yeah, that's basically all of the changes to basic machinery. And as you can see, it's generating like stone and stuff now. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this update. And if you have any questions, you can post them in the comments. But on my website, you can go to the wiki page, and all of these new machines and everything are on the wiki. So you should look at that before you like, comment, and yeah, that's basically it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.